Okay. Alright, so I have to definitely rest. And I still don't really understand how you make the dice go up. Fully broken. So maybe later on I'll be able to heal partially broken. We'll see. Cadet. Sleeper. Cadet drifts from the shadows outside Bliss's Bay, looking around nervously as she approaches. Seems like I'm going to need to call in that favor. Her face is pale and deathly serious. Are you okay? She doesn't seem to hear you, distracted by a group of spacers gliding noisily down the passage behind her. She waits until they pass. Oh, let me bring this over here. There we go. Someone hit stripline. No idea where Kamal is. Bunch of goons tearing the place apart as we speak. She screws up her face in pain. Even tried to grab me, but those muscleheads are slow. Wait, why? Who would attack a courier? No idea. She shakes her head. These were typical Renderfucks. Could have been anyone with chits to burn. Remember that package I asked for your help with? The one that was bothering me? Remember you mentioning it? I reckon it's got something to do with it. The job was a bust. An express run all the way to the underhang. But when I got there, no one home. She is whispering now, leaning closer. The place was smashed up, like someone got there first. Should have dumped the package and run, but I brought it back like a good girl. Stashed it in a safe spot at Stripline. Thought the sender might come to recover it, and when they didn't, well, I got curious, popped it open. She shakes her head. Stupid thing to do. Inside was a drive encrypted to hell and back. When I ran into you, well, I heard sleepers are good with data, with tech, so I thought you might be able to take a look at it. She shrugs. Now Stripline's trash too. Here's the thing. She glances around. Back when I popped it open, I noticed the drive had a dispatch marker, export. Could it be connected to export getting atomized? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. This thing was sent out from there just before it got cooked. She pauses, and with that kind of attention, I've been getting the past. And with the kind of attention I've been getting the past couple of cycles, she slips a hand terminal from her bag, taps a couple of times, and then holds it up to you. Cadet stares out at you from the screen, straight-faced and pale. Beside her picture, you see, in block capitals, Spindlejack KD 754, in breach of far spindle codes B12 and F34, reward for information leading to capture, considered dangerous. She's wanted now. Dickheads blasted it out on the transit channels. Every spindlejack, hauler, and freight carrier is gonna be watching for me. She pulls back the hand terminally angrily, stuffing it away in her bag. Something's going on. Anyone who can help? She looks away. Spindlejacks don't make friends easily, and now all the couriers I do know are looking to turn me in for a payout. She snaps her head to the side, her eyes flashing with anger. Why do you think I'm here? It's time for that favor, Sleeper. She meets your eye. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need to fight back. If I walk away, there's nothing to walk away to. She softens a little. I need your help. What if I turned you in? Oh God. What can I do? I need you to get the drive. She takes a breath. If they want it that much, then I can use it to buy my way out of this shit show. And I tucked it away somewhere safe, so my guess is they haven't got it yet. You just slip in, I'll give you the location, and pull the thing out. She folds her arms. Should be simple. None of this is simple. Just snatch it and go. Don't overthink it. Look, this thing turns out to be worth something, you'll get your due. All I want is my life back. The drive is in the workshop. There's a loose panel behind the air bike rack. She leans in. It's taped to the back of the fuse box inside. I've got to keep heading down Spindle to the overhang, past the end of the transit tunnels. No one will rat me out there. She glances around. I'll come find you when it's done. I've still got some network access. I'll know when you go in. She winks, offering no further explanation. My bike's locked up nearby. I'm gonna hop. She pauses. Do me this favor? Then we are clear. Stay safe. Doing my best, Sleeper. She gives you a mock salute. She slips back into the shadows, and a few moments later, you hear the percussive pulse of an air bike accelerating away. You know, at least, what it's like to be on the run, to flee your life, and in that, you feel an empathy, a connection with Cadet. But from every other angle, this thing looks like bad news. The kind a sensible person would steer well clear from. And perhaps she would steer well clear if it wasn't for one detail that has stuck in your mind. The drive is from Hexport. Is all that enough to send you down Stripline in search of that drive? Only time will tell. The rig. As you drift lazily down to the ship's mess, you hear raised voices. You steel yourself for a moment at the entrance, then slip inside. Seraphin sits, hooked up onto his usual stool, his slate glowing beside him. He is shaking his head as you enter. Bliss, meanwhile, is floating freely and gesticulating sharply as they explain something important. I don't see why not, Bliss chops at the air. It's not like you have an alternative. We can get the cryo, it'll take time, but we can get it. That was the deal, Seraphin speaks calmly, trying to placate Bliss. Sleeper, Bliss spots you entering, and they turn to Seraphin. Let's see what Sleeper thinks about about it. About what? They both fall silent for a moment. Seraphin sighs. The rig's ready, Sleeper. Bliss gestures around the mess. I fixed it. Hell, I've improved it. She's purring thanks to me. Now, wouldn't you say, having done such an incredible job, I deserve to be paid properly for my work? A calculated look crosses their face. A refit and retune like this would typically cost my clients hundreds of cryo, even if I was feeling charitable. Seraphin sighs loudly. He knows where this is going. See, I could make you pay, and maybe could even scrape the cryo up. Maybe you could even scrape the cryo up, but not without taking a contract and taking this ship off station, leaving me in the lurch. We wouldn't do that, Seraphim starts. But Bliss holds up a hand to shush him. So, I have a proposition. One that clears the deck completely. They pause. I will turn around an open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. I will turn around the open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. I say, you keep me in work, give me my split, and give me transit to wherever you are headed. I'll even keep this rig of yours working for free. They shrug. What could be better than that? Us paying and being on our way with no hangers on. Seraphim folds his arms and looks at you. Tell them, Sleeper. Why doesn't he want Bliss to join him? Actually, we could use the help. Bliss grins at Seraphim. See? Sleeper gets it. You can use my help. I am an excellent engineer, a tidy shipmate, and a half-decent chef. I'm done with fast spindle. I'm done taking not enough jobs for not enough cryo on a station where I know nobody. They pause, satisfied. You're welcome. Seraphim holds up his hands. Look, we appreciate it, but we are on the run, Bliss. Trust me, you're better off here. He gives them a serious look. Even telling you this could put you in danger. Bliss pauses. Then they start laughing. On the run? They shake their head, smiling. You expect me to be scared off by that goofy shit? It's true. Bliss just shrugs. The system is at war. The belt is spiraling into a crisis. Everyone's got something. I know you were at Hexford. Seraphim looks at them open mouthed. Searching for a retort. What happened there? Who's to say it won't happen here? I'm not sitting around watching this all play out any longer. They take a deep breath. Something has to give. Bliss turns to Seraphim. Look, you've done your due diligence or whatever. You are on the run. I've been warned. I accept the risks. That's it. At the end of the day, your ship is clamped into my bay, so unless you know my encryption protocols, there's not much left to discuss. It's holding us hostage. Seraphim shakes his head, a smile crossing his face. They've got us there. He looks at you, and then at Bliss. Looks like we've gained a crewmate. He unhooks from his store, but I move him to the engine room, and he drifts up towards the bunks to gather his things. You and Bliss exchange a nervous look. Sleeper? Just don't screw up. Bliss sighs. I don't plan to. You leave Bliss in the galley up there. You leave Bliss in the galley and head for the cockpit. The rig is ready to fly again. But the question is, where to take her next? Seraphim mentioned Flotsam. A short Starward journey from here. There's a busy station where you might find an artificer to help diagnose your glitches and errors. Sunward, meanwhile, is the Helion Gate, an abandoned and uninhabited megastructure left over from the Solheim days. Maybe good for salvage, but not an easy place to survive. And beyond that, well, as they say, the belt is wide, and at least now you have a functioning ship. Okay. You have unlocked the belt map. Go to map and press belt button to travel to other hubs and discover new parts of the Starward belt. Ooh. Debris field has never required. Can go to Flotsam, Helion Gate, irradiated zone, impossible hazard. I see, so I'd have to go here, then through. So I need Once I get HasNav, I can go through here. What is this? Oh. Oh my god. It's kind of big. I think I can go from here to here to here. I think. I want to help this hidden wreck. What's gonna happen here? What is this? Ah, lane. Fucking lane. I feel like I need Eugen. I think I should go do a contract now. Alright, so I go to map. Hidden wreck Eugen's tip off. Malik's promise to the far spindle. I'm gonna run into lane. This is gonna be bad, but I think I have to do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Got Bliss. Nice. I have a balanced crew. Travel to contract. I've got a blocked nose again. This is not what you promised. Seraphim turns to Eugen with a raised eyebrow. Looking out across the field of debris scattered around the small asteroid whose gravity has kept them here. You have to agree. Where do you even start looking? Eugen shrugs, unfazed. I said the wreck was hidden. Transponder off. No flight records. I didn't say it was intact. If it was an easy job, I wouldn't have come with your crew. Could have just grabbed it myself. He winks. We all earn our share. That's definitely more than one wreck. Bliss is leaning towards the window, staring out at the glinting debris. I see at least 3, maybe 4 different engine housings out there. Seraphim sighs. You really think there's something of value to be pulled from all of that? I know there is. My tip-off is good. We just need to find the right part. He looks out at the wide field of debris. Of the right ship. And how do we do that? Any clues? What I know is that a wreck with an item of great value is out there. It's out here. That's it. He unstraps from his seat. Are you all afraid of some hard work? Is that it? Seraphim starts laughing. So, you're telling me we don't know what we are looking for, where it is, or what it's worth? Trust me or don't, Eugen shrugs. This will be worth your while. This is a hot tip. Sleeper, please. Seraphim turns to you, exacerbated. Suddenly, a percussive beep interrupts the conversation. All of you turn your attention to Seraphim's terminal. What the? He taps a few keys. We've got an incoming ship. Their transponder just popped up. See? Eugen smiles. What did I say? A hot tip. You better claim it before they do. He jabs a finger at the readout. What have you got us into? Eugen looks innocent. I've given you a head start on a big haul. Don't waste it. I see a few obvious sights, large bits of debris, clear hull sections. We should focus on those. Bliss unclips from their seat and glides out of the cockpit. See you lucky kids in the airlock. Ready, Cap? Eugen slaps you on your shoulder and kicks off through the cockpit door. Turn to Seraphim. I do not like that guy. Seraphim shakes his head. Me neither. Then what are we doing out here, Sleeper? He sighs. Look. Seraphim glances back over his shoulder. Just be careful. You nod and glide through the cockpit door, already trying to map the scattered debris in your mind. Good die, good die. Whew, I think we have to get lucky out here. Scrap covered rock, ruined ships, a failed escape, transponder signal, signs of an incoming ship. That's only 2 cycles. Shit, maybe I should go. Scavenger's Hall, it takes so long. We're gonna be fighting with them. So maybe alright, slice the door. Which one do I have pluses on? This one. And this one. I feel like there's something on all of them. 2 cycles, that's so strange. Do I push now? I feel like I push, right? +3 to lowest crew dice. I think I push now. Okay, slice the door. The shuttle's airlock won't budge. The fast way through is to cut it, but with the shuttle's thick armor, it's a tough job for skilled hands. Hack the door. A flicker of light suggests that somewhere in the shuttle system still run. With some careful hacking, the airlock could be cycled. Shuttle access. Getting into the shuttle will take some work, but you swear you see the blinking light of a terminal inside. Yeah, that sounds good. Wreck hunting. Finding Eugen's wreck means searching the debris field in hope of uncovering it. If it even exists. I'm gonna do this first. If these people are trying to escape, maybe they try to escape with something. We're not gonna do this. A flicker of light suggests that somewhere in the shuttle system still run. Okay, let's start. Let's do it. Oh, that gave me stress. This is bullshit. The door comes away in big chunks of molten metal. It's dangerous work. If it's broke, I'll fix it. A section of the door tumbles. That's how we do it. A section of the door tumbles away into the black. Almost there. Stress. Firing up the torch. Woo! The airlock is open. Time to see what waits inside. Damn, they're both whack. Banks of terminals line the shuttle interior. Perhaps there's something useful hidden on their decaying drives. Data trawl. The shuttle might have the data you need, but extracting it means systematically working through its system. Look. We're gonna... Interface skill Mason. Disgusting, man. And I don't. Interface. Oh, cannot do it well on. Anyways, I think we have to risk it here. Big risks. I have to use. I have to use all my dice. Damn it, give me another shot. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I'm not so easily stopped. Nah, you're done. Data trawl. Terminal displays a file directory, most of which is corrupted, but among the dull icons something glows. I'm getting lucky here for sure. 100%. Oh! Big stress, big stress. Alright. We get it next time. End cycle. Can I? Not while on a contract. Eugen, you've been useless. I'm about to break all my dice. Yo, it's about to be so bad. Oh, fuck. Right, well. At least we can do this one. Unstable cipher. Decaying passcode will be erased at end of contract. What is this for? Scattered Rex. Rather than scanning, the direct approach to finding the wreck could be as simple as kicking off into the debris field and hunting it down. Analyze the debris. This cloud of shattered ships is hard to piece together. Some careful scanning and analysis should help with that. Yeah, I better make use of myself, but I'm about to really destroy everything here. I won't stress. I think I should use my 2 dice. I'm gonna be out of commission. The debris field reveals itself to be a complex puzzle of pieces. It can be mapped. One more time. Oh! Nice. This is going good. Go ahead. Let's do it, Captain. Make yourself useful. Woo! Didn't stand a chance. You got this. You got this. Jesus, man. This guy is just so bad. Isn't there someone else? No, just you. You find the wreck that is likely You find a wreck that is a likely candidate. Based on what Eugen knows, time to investigate. Eugen's wreck. Oh, I'm nice. The wreck's outer door is sealed and reinforced. The only way in will be with an access cipher. Perhaps there's one elsewhere. Wrecked cargo bay. Jeez, still. The wreckage blocking the cargo bay doors is a mess. Clearing it will be slower than cutting, but safer. Slice the wreckage. The only thing that lies between you and the wreck's cargo bay is a pile of wreckage. Slicing through will be quick but dangerous. I'm about to lose every single dice after this rest. He's double menace here, right? No, he's not. Let's throw him in there. I'll do the job, no problem. That's how we do it. The wreckage is sliced and put aside. You can see the cargo bay doors. Almost there. Okay. I'm stressed, man. I'm stressed. All these dice is gone. GG. Fuck. Eugen? You piece of shit. Where are you? The distorted voice rattles through the ship as you are all finishing your breakfast in the mess. Everyone turns to look at Eugen, Seraphin already shaking his head. Vesna, he says under his breath. You suddenly recall the still-eyed captain who confronted Eugen in the Gaia. Gaia? I forgot. In the Gaia back on the far spindle. Let's quickly.
Jaya. In the
Jaya back on the far spindle. Open this airlock before I do something I'll regret. As her voice echoes through the room, you realize she must be at the rig's entry lock. Using the comms panel out there to speak into the ship. Eugen? He shoots you a resigned look. We should let her in. You kick off towards the door, but Seraphin drifts between you and the exit. Sleeper? You sure about this? You can see he is angry, but is also looking to you for reassurance. Relax, I've got this. Seraphin raises an eyebrow. I like your confidence, Sleeper, but the moment this starts to go south, he shoots Eugen a glance. We're booting them both out. Eugen follows as you glide down to the airlock and hit the control for the exterior door. Let me handle her. Eugen gives you a nod. This is my ship. He raises his hands in submission and drifts back a little. You watch as the airlock cycles and you see the silhouette of Vesna through the viewing window as she removes the helmet of her suit. You prepare yourself for whatever comes next, hoping that Seraphin is somewhere nearby. Thank you. Vesna floats through the airlock door, her eye implants making it hard to read her expression. I prefer not to have to stand outside, banging on the door. She turns to Eugen, seeing him behind you, but I also prefer it when my contractors don't try to screw me over. What do you want? She smiles. I want, she pauses, what I asked for. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume you don't know what you've got yourself in the middle of here. She speaks plainly, and with little emphasis. But if you make a move, we're going to have some trouble. This slimy shit here, she jerks her chin towards Eugen, got these coordinates thanks to my tip-off. and was meant to deliver them to me. She smiles and shakes her head. That was the deal. But instead, he thought he'd come and claim the prize for himself and bring you fools along for the ride. Don't insult me on my ship. Vesna gathers herself. You are right, but I'm sure you can see I've been wronged here. That's not on me. Tell whatever stories you want, Vesna. Until I am paid, there is no deal. Eugen smiles. Did you pay me, Vesna? Vesna looks frustrated. You know as well as I do, the payment was on receipt of the coordinates. Well, sorry to say, I won't be able to deliver. Eugen shrugs. Deal's off. Piece of shit. Vesna's hand goes to her hip. Oh shit. Now, you are a guest on this ship. Seraphine's voice comes from somewhere behind you. Let's all remember that. You turn back to see Seraphine holding a hoboulder at his waist, its wide muzzle trained on Vesna. Vesna lets her hand go loose at her side, abandoning her threat. Of course, she sighs. I thought you might all see the breach of trust in this situation, but I was wrong. I don't want to escalate this. On that, we are agreed. She backs a little towards the airlock door. Eugen? She looks at the freelancer. Don't think I'll back off. My team can find this thing faster than any mongrel crew. She smiles. First to the prize takes all. Stay silent. Vesna steps back into the airlock and hits the control panel. The door scissors shut. Eugen suddenly tumbles forward as something hits him in the side of the head. Seraphine slapped him. Yeah, Seraphine. Idiot. Seraphine stands by Eugen, having swung the heavy muzzle of the hoboulder directly into his head. He pistol whipped him? No way. If you ever put this crew in danger like that again. Seraphine is right. Eugen catches himself on the wall. It's okay. He wipes a little blood from his forehead. I get it. That was sloppy. Your whole thing is sloppy. Seraphine bristles. This is how you get yourself killed. As much as I am enjoying this display of aggression and idiocy, Bliss's voice comes from behind you all. You still have a contract to complete. They push past to start suiting up, and now we have competition. We should leave. Seraphine slings the hoboulder onto his shoulder. Cut our losses. Now wait. Eugen wipes the corner of his mouth with the back of his hand. All this, and you are going to give up and turn tail? Eugen is right. Shit. Seraphine sighs. You are right. Alright. He glides over to Eugen and pats him on the shoulder. Time for you to prove your worth. I'll be watching. Yeah, now we're very close. New location discovered. Vesna Hunt. Vesna is determined to find the wreck and claim its prize. If you don't get to it first, this will all be for nothing. I think we're super close. I can do 2 of these. I think this is it though. I think we won. GG. The wreckage is cleared. Time to open her up. The cargo bay doors shudder open in silence as Eugen levers them apart. This is it, the final layer to pull back before you reach Eugen's mysterious prize. You can't help but feel a little excited. There's also a sense of satisfaction to the idea that you beat Vesna's crew to the wreck. You found it. You cracked it open. And now, you'll be the one to reap the rewards. Focus on the job! The doors are open enough for a person to glide through now. Beyond, there is only the darkness of the cargo bay. You follow Eugen in. The headlamps on your suit lighten his back and the dusty void beyond. You see the boxes appear, as if by magic, out of the dark. Eugen glides past them. Does he not see them? You stop to take a look at the loot. A stack of 4 sealed boxes sit in the middle of the bay, their armored exteriors caked in dust. You wipe it away and squint at the age and label. They look like industrial ship components, still sealed, totally untouched. In the belt, where most tech has been through hundreds of hands, patched up and reconfigured, this is a solid hull, but not the kind of hull that gets crews fighting over it. Something doesn't add up. They aren't here. Eugen's voice crackles through the radio. What? Back wall of the bay. Come see. You kick off from the crates and glide through the dark until you see Eugen. The back wall of the cargo bay, and something that confuses you for a second. A black shape, a ragged circle around Eugen. You squint. Inside it, tiny lights twinkle. It takes you a moment, but you slowly realize that you are looking through a hole in the wall to the stars beyond. Someone beat us to it. His voice is flat. They are long gone. Are you serious? Look for yourself, he points. This happened a while ago. They punched in and took it. What aren't you telling me? Eugen turns back to you, his face pale in your torch headlights. He seems to be lost for words. Folks? Bliss's voice comes through the suit comms channel. I've got Seraphim telling me business crew are heading this way, so whatever you've got in there, if you want to keep it, grab it, and get out now. I'm already heading for the rig. I'll get the cargo bay open and prepped for your arrival. They pause. Don't dawdle. Take one last look. You scan the bay and notice braces built into the floor near the hull. Whatever this thing was big and tied down. Eugen suddenly seems to regain his focus. Crates, he nods. Let's grab them and go. You glide back across the bay, your mind still racing with questions. Something about Eugen's reaction tells you he knew what he was expecting to find here. If that is the case, you think it's yet another lie he's told you. You both reach the crates and quickly lash them together, guiding them weightlessly out of the room between you. As you do, you meet eyes with Eugen, and he looks away. I really hope you two idiots are on your way back, Seraphim chirps over the radio, because Vesna's boys are just about to reach that wreck you're on. We're inbound, Eugen quickly responds, and clicks his radio off. Well, Seraphim continues. Tell me then, what ancient and powerful treasure did you find in that thing? Gold? A Conway warhead? 3 crates of components. Seriously? Seraphim pauses. Sleeper, me and you are going to need to have a serious chat. You cross the debris field to the ship in silence, your eyes on the scrap for a sign of Vesna's crew. You don't think they'd ambush you, but then again, you wouldn't put it past them. As you reach we gotta space this guy right now, just kick him out, man. As you reach the cargo bay and guide the crates through the open door, you shoot Eugen a final glance. Or he works for us and we just never pay him until he gets pissed. Give me time, he says quietly over the radio. I'll explain in time. You consider pressing him, even shouting at him, but you realize there will be plenty of time for that on the journey back to the far spindle. For now, you just want to get out of here. Yeah, we definitely want to get out of here. How do I do that? Leave. So what did I get? What did I get? Rare components, I think. Eugen has spent the journey back to the far spindle avoiding Seraphim as best as he can. It might be that he is afraid, but you get the feeling it's more likely that he has been making himself scarce out of a genuine sense of regret. Seraphim, however, doesn't see his behavior so favorably. Slimy shit won't even show his face. Seraphim complains loudly as he finalizes docking. Put us in a space of cruise sites. Put us in a space of cruise sites with no care for anyone but himself. Stay silent. You hear the rustle of movement behind your head and turn to see Eugen in the cockpit's doorway, a rare serious expression on his face. I owe you all an explanation. His voice is low and steady. Believe it or not, this was not my plan. Yeah, your plan was to find the loot in that wreck and split with it, wasn't it, big man? Seraphim glares at Eugen. Ooh? No, Eugen gives him a tired look. It wasn't. Hear him out, Seraphim. This cuts in from the back of the cockpit. Vesna has been searching for a ship. Eugen looks over your heads at the far spindle. An infamous ship. Seemed like she already had a ship. Seraphim interrupts. That was part of the problem. Not a rig. Eugen looks down towards him. A fraction drive ship. An interstellar ship. That seems to shut Seraphim up, and you don't blame him. An interstellar ship here in the belt? That's tech from the core systems. Why didn't you say? I shouldn't even be telling you now, Eugen frowns. Word gets out that there's a factory fresh fraction ship somewhere in the belt. People kill for less. He shakes his head. Gangs kill for much less. You are telling me there's a fraction ship that no one has ever found that's been sitting here since when? Seraphim shakes his head. Since the collapse? Believe it or not, that's exactly it. Eugen looks to you. Vesna put me on the trail. She wanted me to find its location for repayment. He looks away. An old debt. But the moment I found the data that verified its existence, that confirmed the ship was out there, I couldn't give it to her. And that's when you found me. Why keep it from her? Eugen folds his arms. You may have met Vesna, but you don't know her. Eugen meets your eye. She's one of the last people in the belt who should have a ship like that. Well, no one has the ship now, if it even exists. Need I remind you that it wasn't there? Seraphim shrugs. Your data was a bust. No, Eugen shakes his head. It was there once. Those wrecks? Those were the ships that fought over the fraction ship. A bunch of Solheim corporates who wanted to get out of the system when it all came down. And that ship was their ticket. The Aphelion Path. The Aphelion Path. Eugen looks out at the far spindle. It was there, but someone moved it, hid it, long before we got there. Leave the belt, sign me up. Sounds like a fantasy to me. Eugen nods. I believe in this fantasy, sleeper. Eugen inhales. That's Sir Sleeper to you, sir. Long and deep. I am sorry, Sir Sleeper. He looks at Bliss, at Seraphim, and to you both as well. Ah, my nose. I wanted to keep this secret. I wanted to find the Aphelion. Is it Aphelion Path? I wonder if I can,
Aphelion.
Aphelion. And The point in an object's orbit, a curved path in space around a planet or star, around the sun, at which the object is furthest from the sun. I see almost like the apex, but of a curve around something, I think. I wanted to find the Aphelion path, and I knew that if I did, you would understand. Still, I was wrong to manipulate you. He bows his head. But I am not done. He raises his head. His gaze hard now. I will find the ship, and I will leave the belt. Oh. How will you do that? Seraphim shoots him a sly look, with no ship of your own, and Vesna at your back. Eugen ignores him, and moves closer to you. Sleeper, I will uphold our deal. I will serve on your crew, and when I have news of the Aphelion, you will know. How can I trust you? Only you can answer that, Sleeper, Eugen says. I would give you my word if it was worth anything. Seraphim turns to you. I know. I always say it, but this time you have to listen, Sleeper. Seraphim gestures to Eugen. This guy is no good. I've known his type. Don't bring him. This can be your escape too, Sleeper. Eugen meets your eye. Get off my ship. Eugen nods, looking down. So be it. You heard them. Seraphim gets up from his seat. Get out of here! Eugen looks between you, and then ducks out of the cockpit. A few moments later, you hear the hiss of the exterior door opening. Good riddance. Seraphim leaves the cockpit. Bliss gives you a nervous look. I hope I never give you cause to be treated like that. They slip out before you can respond. You stare out of the cockpit at the lights of the far spindle. Trust, once broken, cannot be rebuilt, and you have to trust your crew. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop to blink it away. It is a tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. And then the voice begins, hissing through the background noise of the lane. Background noise of the rig systems, a new whine amongst the chorus of the life support and ventilation. Sleeper, the hiss brings Lane's sharp features to mind. I suppose you thought you had slipped my net. Text what jumps into your mind, an image of the station, immolating in white light. Though you are not conscious to witness it. You are distant, his voice hisses into white noise, but you are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper. The hiss drops, and I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your finger to tap your forehead. In here. Until you cannot resist. A bright smile, pale eyes, a growing hiss that hurts. Then the hiss is gone. The rig suddenly quiet, the stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes. But the fear remains. Sleeper, you good? Seraphim is there, floating by your berth. You were talking. Lane is coming. Seraphim looks alarmed. You feel him? Right. He looks away. We can use that. Stay ahead of him. He squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We are fast and smart. We keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way. He frowns, somehow. You nod. You do not know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this, how he is able to speak into you, but you want so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he has done to you before it is too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all costs.